Hi, my name is Edith Bernard. Welcome back to my channel. And I'm a fashion designer based in UK. And my channel is all about making stuff and where you can get my product, where you can get information where I do pop-up shop, where you can if you want a masterclass, you can write an email to me so I can have classes with you, and from the beginner to the advanced. And so welcome back, because I wanted to build my channel is to build a community for sewing community, and so yeah, welcome. And today I'm going to do like to correct some stuff which one of my students she started, but because she couldn't finish, and then she just dumped to me. She said to me if I can finish the dress. She cut it and everything, and the material which she was using, it was like a little bit stripper, because it is it's like a silk, but it's not silk, but it is like a satin, but it's not satin. And she cut it, the lining, but the lining, and she started, and then she couldn't do very well, so she left it to me. And so if I can make it, I can finish the dress. So today I'm going to, this is a lining. It's not a satin, it's not a silk. I don't know. It's like I don't know what type of lining. And I was asking her, but she says, you know what, you just finish. Me, I couldn't do it. So like now I took out like the dot, it was there, and I've realized. So I ironed everything, and I'm going to use, because I do have a blocks, so it can be easy to use a block, and then to do what I can do the what can I say? Is it alteration, or I can make a corrections? And this one, another one, the black material, which it is going to be on top. It is just a simple dress, and the dress, it look like a simple dress. That's in the front and in the bust, but the outside one, because it is see-through and glitter, we can't have is a see-through, and just a normal dress with a lining. So now I'm going to do what? Correction with what? With my block, and I can put in correct places. We can see how the dress is going to look like. And because she put the zip, sometimes the dress, I love the zip to be invisible zip, and for her she had a normal zip. And so I have to do so many things. And so now we'll start to do first correction to put dots in the dress, seam allowances. I hope it will be nice, so someone he can wear it. That's what I started with. So I'm starting with this is a front, and when you look at it, the neck, it wasn't right, because that is a seam allowance. Even if it is a seam allowance, we have to go sharp, and the dots, it is too it is too big seam allowances. I'll try my best, because if it is someone else's work, it's a little bit tricky, you know, to show this is front. I like to put my notches, and because this is what bust, I'll make a pin so to can get and this side of the waist, and the darts, another darts, this one they call it fish darts. It is easier, it is easier for me to do that one more than to do what. So this is the pin I made. This is the front. I'm taking out the block. That's the good thing of the pattern. If you were doing pattern more than yes, I can do draping. As I said, pattern, it is good, it is easier, because you just use your blocks and then do marks. You mark, I mark the front by using a pin. This one, because this is another person's work, I have to be careful. I have to draw the dots, but I don't like it drawing the dots. For myself, I calculate. Do just normal calculations to have, but okay, so this is a dot, this is a one side, this another side, because for the dress. And this is a side one, the bust one. I've already done the front one. Now I'm going to do the behind, the back side. This is the front. I'm going to put aside. This is back side. This is the back. You can see even she put some dots, but the dots is not that correct. So I'm going to try my best to put in new dots, because like as I said, she put the zip, which zip it wasn't. I think she was trying to take it out. I'm not going to use this zip. I'm going to use the new one. I'm going to use this one, new one, and then I'm going to drop a little bit to cut, so we can start from maybe here. At least we can drop down the neck size. I hope it will come okay, fine. I mean, so again, I'm using my block. I'm going to use the block to get a nice shape, to get the right dots correct. So this one, because the way she was cutting, it wasn't coming nicely, so I have to be careful when you look at it again. So this one is big and this one is the size. I'll put the pins. This is a back line. The back dot. It can be easy to trace this. This is my chalk. It is good to put notches so it will never confuse you. The pin I'll put over there. I'll leave the pin over there. I take out, as now I can see the dots where she was putting, it doesn't match the dots in my blocks. So I did the pins and then I'll do the lines to get straight lines, beautiful lines for the dots. As I said, sometimes I don't like a lot of alteration because if it's someone's work, it can give a little bit confusion. And so that's it. And I'll go and sew it. So it is about to sit on the machine and start working for now. And now I cut because this it was X, the for the neck, front neck. I'm taking off, and as I can see here, but I'll leave a little bit in here. And the mess one here, this one, the mess, because I think she took out the zip, as I showed you, the zip. This one, which she did a mess, and now I'm going to take it off. Even though I don't know how is it going to be like, I'm going to do like a little bit down. I will do it from here to take it this mess. I hope it will be okay. I just drop the neck. I drop the neck. The back neck. Before I starting sewing, I have to try if the machine is doing well. So I know the machine is the size is okay. Okay, as I can see, I like it. I like the size of the stitch. So I'm going to do the dots. I'm going to do the dots, the front dots. Uh, I've done the side. I've done the lining now, and the darts, side darts, the bust dart, and they call it a fish dart. This one in the middle. So now, because the pattern of the fabric, I have to lay. Oh, I have to lay straight. I can cut the front now to fit to fit. So I'm going, after I finish cut did the lining, I'm going to, I laid down to now the lining to cut, to get a nice shape to the, because the lining is so tricky, so you have to lay down, as you can see. And I have to cut, I think I have to cut because the lining is too long. The lining is too long more than I actually, can you see? The lining is too long because the measurement, so I'm going to cut. This is the end. I'm going to cut. I'll cut over here while I'm done. The lining is too long to get a nice and shapy. And I'll show you when I'm done. Now I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut a side according to the lining I want. So I'm going to do more. And the lining, because it has an seam allowance, so it will be easier. It already has an seam allowance, so I'm just like tracing. It's just only tracing the lining, and so now I've joined I'm going to join the shoulders, back and front, and the lining first, and then now I'm ironing the lining, as you can, to open them. I'm using my calico because I don't want to burn it. The lining is the old. I've tried, so let me try to put and I just took one on the mannequin I put on. So this is the lining. It is going to fit perfectly. Nicely. And now this one is going to be the main on top of this one to be okay.
Supposed to happen like that. It's supposed to be a laugh.
I've done the men now. So this is the lining. Oh goodness. This is the lining. And now the men out, the outer one. But I haven't done, okay, I haven't overlook. Okay, it will be okay now. It will be a nice long dress. It will be nice. I can't believe it. So let me overlock. This is 9 inside, and then I can overlock, and then I can put in an invisible zip. An invisible zip. This invisible can be okay. The zip. Hi, welcome back. Today is another day, and thank you. My name is Edith Bernard, and I'm a fashion designer based in the UK. As I said, yesterday I was so tired. I was doing the dress, which it came so nice. I never expect, because the way it was cutted, it wasn't for me. Is another person who cut it, but now it came nicely. And because I don't know if she wanted the sleeve, but for me, because of the style of the fabric, I don't put the sleeve. And then I'll put the bias binding. I put the bias binding in the sleeve, and I says as behind I'm going to put a zip and with a slit. So I won't finish today, because and the time I started late, and it is the materials has been remain, and it's like a piece of fabric. I wanted to do like uniform mother and daughter, and then this one I'm going to make a dress for 8 years old. I hope, and in the morning I made a pattern, and so I'm going to cut a dress for 8 years old. So I think it can be like a mother and daughter look alike, because this piece of fabric which remain, because I can't use it for anything. I can use it to make a dress for 8 years old. And so I will show you the process. I think I will show you the end of the finished product, because I take a time to video how I cut and everything. But I'll show you the layout, how I lay out my pattern for 8 years old. Because the piece which is remain, it is not that much big. So I will maneuver, and I have like another one. I have for the lining, I'm going to use a taffeta. I do have an extra taffeta in my house. So I wanted to do a dress with this taffeta, but I was like, okay, the remain small piece which is remain for the main fabric which remain, I will do. Heidi says I can make a dress so it can be mother and daughter look alike. What can I say is mommy and mini me. So today I'm going to cut and sew for a dress for the 8 years old. So stay tuned. And then okay, another zip, I'm going to use the zip which it was for the dress of the mother. So now I'm going to use it for the dress of the little girl. So let me do it and I'll show you some pieces, how I lay out and cut. Let me make a dress. Thank you. Let us do it. Camera is just dropping. Okay, I'm trying to lay it down the pattern, but it's not giving me the space and everything, but I'll try my best. And then this one to put to the side, but I think the material is still small, but I'll squeeze and to get the another front piece. To get in a front piece, so I will try my best. Still, it's not sure. It's not giving me. I hope will fit in. I hope to fit, and then so the remaining one I can do other thing. I can make another stuff. This is a layout, so the fabric is fitting. I'm going to cut now. I'm going to cut the main dress for 8 years old girl, and I hope the dress will fit nicely for any 8 years old, and so they can be mother and daughter pieces. It's too much. The sequence, it comes so much, it makes the mess. So this one is done. This is the front one. So this is the way it will be, the front. Okay, I've cut now front and back. I thought it would be enough, but it became enough. So this is front, which is going to fit 8 years old, the dress like the mother. So this is the layout. It will be fit enough. It is enough. I'm going to sew it to join it, And then after this, I'm going to cut the lining, and so we can see the finishing product. And this one is perfect. Notches is going together. This one, I just say this is project A, project 1. And so we can see it. So let's see how is it going to look like. Now I'm going to cut a lining for the dress of 8 years old, and I'm going to show this is the layout to minimize, you know what, you don't want to waste the fabrics. So this is the layout, and then I'm going to cut and sew, and after that one I will show you guys. I've done now the lining for the dress, so I'm going to do the main, like this one, but is for the 8 years old. I'm going to sew it and then to attach together the lining and everything. As the zip, it came out beautifully, and as you can see, and because I didn't know how it would go to work out, so I decided to put the slit. So this is the slit at the back, and now I'm going to finish the armholes and the neck, and I'm going to use the bias binding. I thought I had a bias binding in my house, but I didn't have, so I made one. So I'm going to finish with the bias binding. So I hope today I'll finish both 2 dresses, and the outcome, I love it. I hope I did justice for the fabric. So I hope today I'll finish both 2 dresses, and the outcome, I love it. I hope I did justice for the fabric. At last I finished both the dress. I already done both of them too. For 8 years old girl, this one, and this is for the mother, because I didn't know what size she used, but for me I used I finished it, and I said before I'm going to use, so this is behind. I said I'm going to use a zip, but I realized the zip won't, as I said, because it looks like Art Deco, the fabric, so I didn't want to use the zip, and so I did. I'm going to put the hook over here, hook and eye, and here at the mother one I've already put the I finished with bias binding and invisible zip, which you can't see, and because it is tight, I did what, I made a slit so the person can walk nicely, and the girl, I didn't put anything because she's a girl and young, at least it can be okay. and this is how it looks in the inside. I hope you will see, because it's a little bit darker in here. And so yeah, it is finished. But okay, so the next video I'm going to show how to make the easiest kaftan, and it is very cheap. You can make it at home. So thank you for watching. Share, kindly subscribe, tell your friend, and you are everyone. So see you at the next video. My name is Edith Bernard and I'm a fashion designer based in UK. Bye.